Being a personal trainer consists of helping others to improve their lifestyle, lose weight, build muscle, gain weight and size. These are just some examples of what it includes. This can be a very so these sessions can be very complex or they could be very simple sessions in the park. Some people will have really high class equipment. Some people will just use plastic dumbbells or something. Being a personal trainer will give you a great sense of well-being due to the fact you're helping others get results in different aspects that they want to see. So that will make them very happy, and therefore you will then feel good about yourself for doing something good for someone else. There are no real qualifications needed to be a personal trainer. However, it can help to have studied PE or sports science to get the fundamental aspects of anatomy and physiology. Some personal trainers will take courses on leading groups, uh, on one-to-ones, um, to just help them gain knowledge of how to control a group or just one person. The average salary for a personal trainer is 19,000 a year. Many um, people just use personal training as a way of getting experience before getting into strength and conditioning, as you do need that experience to therefore go on to strength and conditioning. The transport for being a personal trainer can be very good or it could be very long. So if there's a really good gym near you, then you could also obviously try and get a job there. If there isn't a really good gym near you, then you might have to travel quite far. Some personal trainers just work in local parks, which are like very easily accessible. There's always a park down the road wherever you are really. So this can be a good aspect. There are not many ways of progressing further in the personal trainer business. However, it can be used to gather experience, as we said before, going on to strength and conditioning, which can be a big jump up. To be a good personal trainer, you will need to be confident in what you are doing, have good one-to-one and group relationships. Also, you will need to work with clients for like more support, sort of like for therapy to a client. Therefore, you will also need to be very sympathetic and understanding. You will need to be able to give instructions through description and like physically demonstrating them. The hours are very flexible when working as a personal trainer. Um, so therefore, um, you just arrange with your client when they feel it's best to train. This can leave you with sessions early in the morning, late at night, and in clients' work breaks, so for like a lunch break or something. It will be common to have many free hours when you're starting off as a personal trainer, as you have to build up a reputation of being a good personal trainer. So this is normal, but as you gradually go on, if you are a good personal trainer, you will build up a lot more clients, and you won't have the free slots. It can be a very competitive industry, however, there are so many gyms nowadays, it's become very fashionable to go to a gym and have a personal trainer that many people do this, and there is a high demand for personal trainers because everyone wants a personal trainer really nowadays. It's quite a fashionable thing to do. A personal trainer will need a good knowledge of health and safety due to activities being able to cause nasty injuries. Therefore, they will need a qualification in first aid and health and safety, but they don't really need any academic grades. So I do feel like being a personal trainer would suit me best as I do enjoy my fitness and training. Therefore, leading classes in this would feel very natural to me. I have already had experience in teaching classes, so therefore I would feel I could adapt to the personal training aspect as well. I do have a basic knowledge and understanding of health and fitness and personal training, so I do feel I could work well under this environment. So for outdoor adventure, my example is a PGL instructor. Being a PGL instructor offers an opportunity to work abroad in some places, such as France and Spain, just to lead outdoor activities such as rock climbing, kayaking, and raft building. You will lead large groups taking part in these activities, which will need to be controlled safely. There are no real qualifications needed. However, you will be doing like on-the-job training, so they know that you're aware of exactly what you have to do to instruct the classes safely, but do in a fun manner. The salary for working on PGL course is around 1,000 a month. This is not a great amount of money. However, PGL courses they're not used as a career, they're just used as sort of seasonal work. So it can be a good way to sort of go to another country and enjoy the sun, but still be working and getting good experience in working with large groups and numbers. Transport is not necessarily an issue when working for PGL, as you are in some instances staying on site in France and Spain and are fully catered for. You can work your way up from being an activity leader to a staff manager. However, this will be very difficult as you will need to work many courses to progress. Many people would work just one course and then move on to another job, as some people do feel it is like seasonal work. You need a competent level of knowledge of the different sports and be able to explain them to large and small groups clearly and understandably. You will need you need to be a good people person to help them when they come to you if they need it or if they cannot understand what you mean to do an activity. Obviously, when you're doing the sports, people will obviously want to talk to you and stuff. If you're doing a long kayaking expedition, then people will want to talk to you. You need to be good entertainer as well. The hours are tightly fixed though. When you work on different activities each day, you will be given certain rest days though, so maybe every 3 days, for example, you'll be given a day off, as the work can be like very long hours with very little sleep in between. There are many vacancies across the different facilities of PGL from the UK to France and Spain. This means that you may well be able to get a job for PGL. Health and safety is a very, very important factor when it comes to PGL, as you'll be working on very dangerous activities. Therefore, you will need to do training before leading groups with PGL to gain this experience and knowledge of health and safety. Okay, so moving on to evaluation. I don't really feel that outdoor adventure job of PGL working would be best for me. I'm not really into my outdoor sports such as water sports, rock climbing. I do really prefer team games, for example, football and rugby and those sort of games. I do also feel that if you don't have a real interest in the outdoor adventure, then it won't really be suited for you. I also do enjoy being at home, which in some cases doesn't suit the PGL lifestyle when you're working in Spain and France. Also, I do not feel the pay is that great, as some staff receive £3 an hour, working up to £1,000 a month. So for all the hard work you're putting in, I don't feel you get the right amount of pay. Okay, so my job opportunity, first choice would be personal training. This is because I'm very much into my fitness. Eventually, I would like to be a strength and conditioning coach. However, I thought the first step is to start with personal training. This will give me a good level of experience of working one-to-one in groups and with athletes. So I will gain this experience then to go on to have a go at being a strength and conditioning coach. Another reason is that I really enjoy my fitness and training, therefore working to train people would suit me perfectly. I feel I would really enjoy it. I also enjoy seeing people improve and make progress, and the delight on their faces when they realise they've lost like some weight or they've grown an inch around their arms. So therefore this would also be a real factor in it for me. The flexible timetable also I do really like. So I do enjoy having a flexible timetable at college and having breaks and long periods off from college. So I do feel that being a personal trainer, when you get some afternoons off where you do get gaps for lunch, I do think this would suit me perfectly, as I do really enjoy having the flexible timetable.